Hi, hello, welcome to the Daily Tarot Buffet brought to you by Vertex of Abundance. My name is Serene Priestess Abossi. I'll be your oracle today. I was sent to deliberate the findings for the Cancer transiting moon. It's a little late, okay? So there's that. So during Taurus season, when the moon is transiting the sign of Cancer, we have a third house event. So that's intellect, reasoning, communication. The third house is kind of like where things come to us. It's what we do with whatever comes across our path or enter our purview. It could even be anything. The technical term is across our field, but that typically deals with energy. This can be things coming in our inbox, coming in the mailbox, getting whispered in our ear. It literally talks about the right hand. We have the tower. So the overall energy for this entire spread will be the tower, the three of cups, two of swords, seven of swords. So we will have multiple cards that clarify or modify these four cards here, but the four cards for the entire gathering today, the Daily Tarot Buffet, as the moon transits the sign of Cancer during the season of Taurus, as the third house event. So, like I said, intellect, reasoning, communication, things that come across our path, across our field. It's typically our craft, our talent. Sometimes it's our strategy or our plan, whatever we're working on, though. It also can be neighborhood, community, networks, but these are the given networks the ones we're born into, grow into, put into. It can also talk about younger siblings or even our neighbors, our community, okay, even younger cousins. Our family, if they live within 400 kilometers, which just so you know is about 250 miles. So we have four cards here. This is the overall energy. More cards will come, but these are the baseline. Tower, three of cups, two of swords, seven of swords. Tower, three of cups, two of swords, seven of swords. So the tower is some kind of inciting incident. It can be breakdown, dismantle, collapse. It's typically some type of awakening. It would be a startling one that kind of changes the paradigm, changes the perspective, typically has to deal with truth or clarity coming out. And it can collapse things, especially. So three of cups is about I'm hearing union, community, partnerships. That's not what this is. This is actually some kind of reunion here. Can't talk about community. It's a yes card, is what that is. Two of Swords is a no card, but it's basically something is of an opposing mind. It can be both that there's two sides of the coin. It can be dealing with opposites at the same time. It can be taking a decision versus a choice. What is the difference between a decision and a choice? With a choice, you are making a compromise. With the decision, you're making a sacrifice. What's the difference? Well, with the sacrifice, sometimes you go without. With a choice or a compromise, basically, you still get half or somewhat of what you want. Seven of Swords is about intellect, reasoning, communication. It also could be some type of cunning strategy, tactic, or dealing with the truth. It can talk about betrayals. Typically, it's hidden enemies doing an open manipulation or a sleight of hand. Um, and then it brings the energy of falseness here. So with the Seven of Swords, it's kind of negated, but it could be a false community, a false group. It could be a false coven here with the Three of Cups. There could be some type of hidden decision, hidden choice to make here. Something might be obscured and it will come out. Now, in this position, it's already come out, especially here with the timing indicators. It says about 7 days ago, about a week ago, some kind of decision was made, basically, that was opposing. We're not on the same page with the environment surrounding location, Three of Cups, environment surrounding location. We have the Death card here with the Empress, Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. So there might be some manipulation here with the Seven of Swords and then a double eight. Double eights talk about the energy that we're using. Basically, time and indulgences has given us some type of wisdom because we spent our energy in some type of environment, surrounding location over a period of time. Again, so environment, surrounding location, Three of Cups confirmed. Manipulation, double eight, manipulation confirmed by the Seven of Swords. Now, it's also saying that about a week ago, some kind of decision got made, something that was pending over the last month. About a week ago, we also had the Taurus new moon. So probably since the Aries new moon, something's been pending in the background. Some type of expansion or yes that we were trying to get, but right now we're laid up in some kind of way, shape, form, or another. Eight of Swords means that there's probably been some second guessing. With the Eight of Pentacles, there's probably some type of there's an indirect ritual using our likeness or our energy. Eight of Swords is a sign to close the gate. Eight of Pentacles means something's been in our energy. And I'm saying that because there's some timing indicators here. So we're going to learn how to deal with energy that's coming towards us, how to say no, how to say yes. And we're also going to know there's boundaries and standards here with the Eight of Swords, specifically rules, regulations, restrictions, and the practice of restraint or wrangling something down that's come across our path. Sometimes we got to call it with something or someone. Sometimes we got to actually call in other energies to assist us, whether it be police, whether it be mentors, whether it be other leaders, other executives, other stakeholders. Sometimes things come under our authority, yield under our authority, meaning there are things in the world that require us to say yes, us to provide assent or consent. That's what this is kind of saying. We're learning what to do with things that come toward us. We might be actually learning how to manage things according to our supreme authority or our technical skills, our technical expertise. It's going to bring in some type of um, inevitable ending and or some type of permanent ending from a transition. When you have the Tower and the Death card, it means the end of quarreling, but it does mean that there's another big blowout going to happen before that happens. The battle to end all battles, the war to end all wars. Now we have a double seven here, Seven of Cups, Seven of Swords. So those are both key signs of manipulation. With the Queen of Wands, Seven of Cups, there's some type of witch projecting. They're using false power, glamour magic, probably. It can be gaslighting or mirage of some kind. With the Hangman, we will begin to see things from a different perspective, and that might be while there was some rule regulation and restraint, because we had a perception that's becoming a perspective. So the perception was whatever the mirage, the illusion, the confusion, the delusion, the glamour was. And then again, in a week or so, it'll be revealed because it's been worked out for the last 3 months. And also over the next 3 months, we're going to see something collapse. Probably this, because I'm getting evil energy from this Queen of Wands. We might have a dark feminine here. With the Empress, she's definitely some type of female in our life, involved in the community, Three of Cups, that's using false energy or likeness or lies. Then with the Eight of Pentacles, they may be using some kind of phony ritual to copy our likeness or our energy in some kind of way. And they finally gotten to a place where it's collapsing, it's not growing. So we have that choice and that decision. Two of Swords, Two of Wands, with the Wheel of Fortune, King of Swords, Hierophant. Yeah, so this Queen of Wands became a vessel and it was forsaken. So something went dirty where their femininity, which is more powerful than the masculinity, I don't mean that in a disparaging way. There's a purpose and a delineation, and it's not an absolute statement, but it is a model, an archetype to understand before we modify. So that model clarifies before we modify. So typically, the female energy is a vessel. It's designed to host, and the male energy is an antenna. It's designed to preside, to lord over, preside over, speak over. So with the feminine energy here, it's gotten corrupted in some kind of way, shape, form, or another. Its destiny has been destroyed or distorted because of the choices, the actions, the decisions that were taken. Where really, truly, genuinely, they're showing up as a masculine energy. They are a masculine energy masquerading as a feminine energy. Queen of Wands, Seven of Cups. It's a mirage. It's a glamour. It's a fiction. It's fake, phony, fictitious. Seven of Cups. It's imposter. Trifling, treacherous, treasonous, imposter. With the Seven of Swords, they probably sideways, seditious, and sneaky. Seven of Swords, King of Swords, Seven of Swords, wanting to move in secret, wanting to move sideways. And they something there is an imposter. There's fake magic, there's fake rank, there's fake spiritual power. It's imposter. And it's some type of working. So they've been doing this for some time, and they've gotten to the best or to the highest of whatever they could do. So what does that mean? Because we're in the third house. We don't deal with enemies in the third house. We're beginning to come into the intellect, reasoning, communication where we are aware that something, someone, some entity, energy, ideology is using our likeness, using our energy for some kind of agenda. What that agenda is, we don't know. I'll be right back. I'm hearing that Scrubs song. I don't want your number. I don't want to give you mine. I don't want to meet you nowhere. Don't want none of your time. I don't want no scrubs. Our power is coming back into our hand, and there's some kind of institutionalization, meaning we're probably giving it over to God, surrendering, sacrificing, and becoming a vessel of the Lord. Because that's the thing that's put these rules, restrictions, regulations on our life. Because something was, I don't want to say the word usurp, but that's what came to mind. Something was using our likeness, using our energy. I've said that 3 times now, and it's collapsing here. Death card with the tower. Queen of One, Seven of Cups, that's what's collapsing, some glamour, some falsity. And they've done it for some time. They've received some type of rank, favor, role, relationship in community because of how they seemed. But that's over now. We have 2 sevens, so there's illusion, confusion, delusion, and there's also some type of lie or deception. We need intellect, reasoning, communication. The Seven of Cups is an alert to a mirage, a glamour, a falsity. Seven of Swords is an alert to some kind of manipulation. Hermit, Page of Cups. Hermit and the Page of Cups typically talk about a Virgo rising, Venus in the 7th house. With the Nine of Swords, okay, and here we have Libra energy. So we might be dealing with a Libra energy, a Libra rising, a Libra sun, to a lesser degree Capricorn rising. Yeah, we have 2 for Capricorn here. Capricorn rising specifically. Yeah, so something is wrapped up, something's over. And we're chosen, we're favored. Something in terms of the rule of lesser magic is being revealed because it's done all that it could do and it's been there for so long and our vibration is matching it. So something or someone had really was acting alongside of us as we were growing, as we were leveraging our power, figuring out our craft, our intellect, our reason, our skill, basically our talent and our craft. It was kind of right there alongside of us using what we had going on. But now that we're at this certain vibration, or we've been crowned, or we've gotten ranked, our destiny has started to circle back around. And there was some type of temporary infiltration so that we could learn a spiritual lesson. Vertex Abundance is the galactic temple of ascension, delivering sacred messages from behind the veil. If anything that is said resonates deeply with you, go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, leave a review, book a session, send a donation. From Liminal 11 Publishing, we'll have the Modern Witch Tarot by Lisa Sturl. We'll be using that to impose the guidance. From Ripe Avocado, we have the Minor Arcana from Cosmic Coven Tarot to deliberate the findings for any type of pairing energy. That's like a double this, a triple that. And that's by Lillian Lazenby. From Los Garabello, we have the Vida Sibilla Daily Oracle, and we'll be using that to deliberate the findings for any type of correlative or corresponding energy. For instance, we have the King of Swords and the Justice card. So I want to see if that's a Libra. Yeah, they've been a Libra. And what I wanted to say is that they use the rule of lesser magic here. The World card with the Justice card, that could mean Saturn and Leo or the rule of lesser magic, especially with the Hermit. They did a fine job. They did it with perfection. It was perfected. It was very skillful, whatever they did. And it's still going on, but it's not going any further. In fact, they've been told no. In fact, we figured out this thing where we were in cahoots with the thing that was actually a hidden enemy it wanted to harm. And so they're going from one side, this community that's expanding and growing where they've been crowned, they're running into a collapse. They're going to take one move, they're going to make one decision, they're going to do the wrong ritual, and it all comes down. Whatever, however, so on and so forth, there is unraveling. Two of Wands with the Tower card. Usually that would mean that, oh, look for an open door, look for an unlocked window, look for an unsecured gate. But actually, with the Two of Wands in the Tower, it means you pull one thread and it all unravels. Yeah, so this is an energy, Lamanthi. Their masculine round is us. This is what we need to see. Because this is about us. The third house is about us. Intellect, reasoning, communication, skills, talents, abilities, what comes towards us. We need to understand that there's something out there jocking our style, jocking our energy. They might be sitting in our spot, or they were, and it's over. We've made it, we've been chosen, whatever, what have you. Something's being put to bed that's been going on for a long time. We were carrying this with us for the longest of times. Now, this video is a little late, so we might have discovered this a few days ago or had this experience a few days ago. We're hearing the song Monica, 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 oh, Monica. Yeah, but talking and or shucking and jocking or something like that. It means you are my nuts. You copy my style. You need to back up. Go find you something to do. Go get your own thing going on. So what is this tower with the Hierophant? Yeah, so it's time that we come into our own. Legeretta here. Yeah, and this other side, the past, the thing that they've been carrying, this burden that they've been carrying, it's finally coming up. I want to see if there's also this Knight of Swords with the, this is part could be Mars and Libra, or the seventh house. It could also be in a Libra rising. Yeah, so this energy for a long time had things going the way that they wanted because they did it the right way. It was dirty what they did, but because everything around is negative because we have a Seven of Swords and a Hangman. So somebody else has an image. Three of Cups in reverse. They're not as they seem. Seven of Cups in reverse. They're no longer fooling anyone. Hierophant in reverse. They're an oath breaker, covenant breaker, a vow breaker. They might even be a little corrupt. Hangman in reverse. They live, something else is inside that vessel. It's not them. Eight of Swords in reverse. There's some kind of imprisonment on the way. Queen of Wands in reverse. This is ego. Queen of Wands in reverse always reminds me of the Selena story. I miss her. and left eye and Aaliyah. I'll say it to the end of days. I was shouted from the mountaintop. I miss Selena. But that's the energy there. Queen of Wands in reverse is the energy of Selena on the stage with the black rose. I'm going to leave that there. Especially with the Wheel of Fortune and the Empress. The Empress in reverse is the Dark Mother. It's somebody that's barren. They're infertile. Nothing goes to grow there. In fact, everything in that field, energy field, in that womb dies. So they have no nurturing, they have no creativity, abundance doesn't grow, felicitation doesn't grow, fecundity is not present. King of Swords in reverse, they're bitter. They're not just bitter, they're cruel. Three of Pentacles in reverse, they have bunk plans, they're not a team player, they're selfish, they're scheming, they have orchestrations, machinations, Eight of Pentacles in reverse. None of their work pays off or bears fruit, and if it does, it's ill fruit, it's evil fruit, and it's probably from somebody else's. Two of Swords in reverse. This is a liar person that falsifies. They're duplicitous. They might create very elaborate stories. They might falsify documents. They're definitely a thief. Two of Wands in reverse. Their roads are closing up. They don't have anywhere to go, anything to do. It's a wrap. They're about to be cornered. They're spending through all the goodwill and favors that they have. Yeah, and see, the community that they belong to, where they go for refuge and sanctuary, it's being destroyed. Sometimes the disgrazia can be a good sign, but there need to be bad things around it, because then that means that's the light, that's the solution. But when it's everything around the tower is good, it means there's going to be eruption. Death card in reverse. Let it die. Something that already died and you're holding on to dear life. It's easier to give birth to new children than it is to resurrect the dead. I know that statement could be rather heavy for some people, but it means don't go chasing after lost opportunities. Go ahead and create new ones. So this is somebody that's looking back towards the past. They're really wounded, yearning, wounded from the past, conjuring up some wounding from the past. They're hoping, wishing, praying, conjuring up some wounding from the past because they're yearning for days that have already passed them by. And the last one to figure that out is going to be themselves. Everybody else around them already knows it. They're getting laughed at. We have a pair of twos here. Two of Swords, Two of Wands. Clarifying that is the Ace of Wands here. Vertex of Abundance is the galactic temple of ascension, delivering sacred messages from behind the veil. If anything resonates deeply with you, go ahead and smash that like button. It's a delight and an honor to serve you. Thank you for allowing us the pleasure to do so. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. You belong, so welcome home. Clarifying this pair of twos. A pair of twos means a union of some kind, but it's a partnership. It's congenial, meaning non-filial, non-romantic. Not gonna be no baby making a backbreaking and none of that. Okay, but this is the Two of Wands clarifying this. Ace of Wands clarifying this pair of twos, meaning out of this partnership was supposed to come some creative new beginning. It didn't happen because now we're seizing upon the other side. We have clarity enough to execute, Knight of Swords. Ace of Wands. Yeah, so this partnership was supposed to give them the power. Ace of Wands could be like a generator, like plugging in a battery or plugging a cord into the wall. We were supposed to power their empire building. They probably built an empire off our back. Queen of Wands, Empress. But it's been revoked. Five of Swords. Three of Swords is a suspend. Five of Swords is a revoke. Ten of Swords is a cancel. And more is on the way. So their road is, everything coming to them is being revoked. Yeah, if you want me, let me know. Where's my money? Where's my clothes? We have a pair of threes here, Three of Pentacles and Three of Cups. Oh, that's a covenant and a cabal. Usually it would be co-creation, collaboration, cooperation, but not with the Three of Pentacles and Three of Cups. That means Your Knight of Wands. There's some type of energy movement. Something keeps coming in and trying to do it again and again and again, and it comes back. So what is this thing they're trying to do? They're trying to stay on high ground. They're trying to retain and remain open to having access. And they're trying to conjure up or manifest things through our own energy. And they're also guarding the door to make sure that nothing comes through for us. So there's something about the third house then, because we probably are working on something, some kind of craft. And it says that we've been suspended in animation, but what it's given us is a higher spiritual rank and deep, deep knowledge and wisdom. And give it a baby, so no. I don't want your number. I don't want to give you mine, Dad. I don't want to meet you nowhere. I don't want none of your time. So we have a pair of sevens here. A pair of sevens is an alert. There's an alarm. Ring the alarm. Da 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 da. Cause I'd be darned if I see another chick on your arm. Yeah, and then we have another seven here. Seven of cups, seven of cups. But oh, seven of pentacles. Dang. Okay, so we pulled a clarifier and two sevens came out in the clarifier. So what they don't realize is that something's been suspended. The plans that they have in place, the orchestrations, machinations, Seven of Pentacles have been suspended because they're in the field. This position is the sixth dimension. So in the field here, like in the energetic field or the vibratory field or the manifestation field, the 0 point space, whatever, something is chosen, and we have a Nine of Cups here as well. So also we're obscure to them now. They can't read our energy. They can't really do any type of foretelling or fortune telling. Everything that they're doing is creating a karmic cause. What they don't realize is that they've been defeated. They've yet to recognize or accept it, and then they're locked in position. There's been an arraignment and arrest on them for them or something like that, and that's what they get. That's what they deserve. Because what happened in the field was stripping. So either something's been turned off, that might be another reason why there's not a lot growing or there's not a lot happening other than wisdom. What's this pair of eights? Oh, we got a lot of clarifiers. So for us, the pair of eights is that we are aware that we were carrying something for a long time. It was an ordeal, but the other side was accessing our energy. They were trying to get some kind of divine access. But it turned us into a master. I want to know what this Empress with the Three of Cups is, because it felt like something was hiding in the community. Yeah, this is a scandal. Some type of tower with conversazione. It's a gathering of people talking about something. I also want to know what that Nine of Cups meant with the Wheel of Fortune. What was that about? Yeah, so we are very blessed, and this other side is watching with jealousy to see what we have coming towards us, and they're competing with us. They're looking at us as an opponent, but this is our destiny. So that's some crazy, some Loloka, some Delulu. To get mad at us for whatever our blessings are, or to get mad at us for, you know, coming out from underneath whatever mirage was in place. High Priestess, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, so now we're left to our own devices and we have self-worth and value. Eight of Wands. See, I was waiting for that Eight of Wands because that was some kind of vectoring, goddess vectoring with the Strength card. So they tried to suppress, repress, oppress. It didn't work. We might be some type of wrath bearer, or really here it's a portal keeper, a portal warden. With the Tower card, somebody here is a flame keeper, but I think that was our gift that they usurped and it's been removed from them. Because we get put back into some kind of spot here with the Four of Wands. It's a christened and ordained spot, and we're left our own devices. So that is what we were born with. Maybe she's born with it, maybe she's Maybelline. Yeah, so Four of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, that's what we're born with. It's destiny with the Wheel of Fortune. I want to know what this Wheel of Fortune is with the Six of Wands. What's the double Jupiter energy? Some kind of truth comes out or trigger gets hit, activated. Yeah, because it's a big thing on our end. What's this strength card with the Six of Wands? Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. Yeah, so there's somebody wanting to look all innocent and, you know, charming, but they're really a racket. They pretend to be people's friend or worker so they can steal. That's what this is. And we have yet another eight. The 3 8 actually does mean some type of ritual took place. To try to tie or bind themselves to us and it didn't work. With this amore, it means more is growing, more is on the way. And we're going to find out more and more and more. That's what the third house says. We keep learning about who we are, what we're about. You know, that's part of why this video is late. I fell into like one of those wiki portals, and it wasn't Wikipedia, but I was just learning and learning and learning. I couldn't stop. I felt like I used to feel when I first discovered I was really good at the tarot. It was like I would be late to all my appointments for months at a time because I couldn't put the tarot deck down. I literally just the cards took me into some portal, and they were teaching me and all that stuff, and um, it happened again, but it wasn't with cards. You know, I think the Akashic Library opened up, and I'm a student again. It's no excuse, but it is an explanation, which is an excuse. Explanations are excuses in my house. That's just what it is. So I'm sorry that the video is late. Something tried to take us by the reins. They looked at us as innocent, so they thought they could impose or imprint something on us. And really, that was a trial for us to find our authentic self and truth. We are very much death over dishonor. But something else was very dominating in the way they wanted things to go and the way they thought things were going to happen. They wanted to kind of impose their willpower. And it just naturally kind of washed off of us. Yeah, and it was an older feminine energy. We do have the dark feminine here. Rebecca Senior, the older female. We have the Empress with the Queen of Wands, some type of advisor or leader or mentor or boss. Somebody could be a Leo moon here with the High Priestess and the Strength card and the Queen of Wands. This is about our destiny, Wheel of Fortune, La Fortuna here. Yeah, and this other side is stuck. They're stuck with whatever they did because it's no longer a secret. So, Pegioni, Amalata, they're stuck without help. Amalata, the malady, the sickness, Pegioni, the prison. This is not, well, it could be in reverse, actually. So they might be imprisoned here spiritually. It could be anything from you did something you can't take back, you got yourself in a difficult, tough situation. They have all the strategy and agenda, and it's not working anymore because now we know. They can't take our power because we have power of our own. That's unfortunate. I'm sorry. So it's been an honor and a pleasure to serve. Thank you for allowing me the privilege to do so. If anything resonated deeply with you, go ahead and comment, share, subscribe, leave a review, book a session, send a donation. The synopsis or the summary to this video will be on at the link in the show notes. You can leave a donation there if you want, or just there's a link, donations.abossi.org. This was a message about the community that we're in, something that was close to us was an imposter. They meant us harm. They were really accessing our energy, doing spell work on us in a way that it didn't work. They wanted to really be involved in whatever we had coming that we were going to manifest in our life, or they were going to block it to try to take it for themselves. And it's very much a dark feminine, a competitive energy. They were contesting our favor, what we were doing. So that's karmic retribution to them. And they were also working through some type of coven. So it was very intentional, very deliberate. And there was multiple moving parts of that where the goddess wanted some of that to work so that we'd learn a lesson. But now the vectoring is it. We're being alerted to take some action, which is to take the mantle, take autonomy, authority over the calling in our life, and also to seal out energies that aren't in alignment. So just a quick prayer for all those still lost out there to illusion, delusion, confusion, lost in the seas of time, trapped somewhere in the matrix, yet to heal, yet to awaken, yet to return to the resplendent grace of the divine, unconditional, loving, universal oneness. Ho'oponopono, we love you. We're sorry. Please forgive us. Thank you. We pray that your steps are ordered, that your path illuminated, and that you find salvation in this lifetime. May you be happy, may you be whole, may you be at peace, may you be fulfilled, may you receive everything you ever wanted, starting with what you deserve, until we meet again, until we meet again. Namaste, Nava, and Ashe. Sayonara, das vidania, Vida Zane. Take good care. Bye-bye.